Hello everybody and welcome back to Belle's channel and to Belle's Fallout 4 survival guide. So we are in Sean's room. There is Sean. I'm going to just really show you a little bit of lore before we begin. So his terminal's there. It's another slot, but if you look here, it's got his terminal password. So you may need that for later. So you might as well pick it up while you're here. So if we load the whole thing, so you can see Conrad Kellogg, or Kellogg Conrad. Advanced life expectancy. July 19, 2020, 85. Kellogg's occasional presence continues to unnerve the others. At first I thought they were merely intimidated by his confidence and arrogance. Excuse that. Or perhaps even afraid of his general being. Like Kellogg is after all a killer. But as I continue to witness their reactions, gauge their sidelong glances, I've detected something else. Something I probably should have anticipated. Jealousy. Kellogg is a living memorial to a forgotten program. He is an augmented human being, a cyborg really, and the benefits he has received cannot be denied. But really, the scientists here could not care less about advanced reflexes or greater combat efficiency. No, the cause of their envy is something more practical, more primal. His enhanced life expectancy. Just how long will Kellogg live if he passes naturally? However unlikely that may be. It's hard to say. He's probably more than 100 years old, older certainly, than any other human in the Commonwealth. His complete physiology has been altered. Perhaps he'll make it to 150, maybe even 200. Let the petty have their petty jealousies. Kellogg is a living testament to the ingenuity and superiority of the Institute, and I take no small pleasure in knowing that must irritate him to no end. Yeah. So, status reports, hydroponic, FEV lab offline, personal notes. So this confirms my theory that he was basically experimenting on us. He just was doing like an experiment or a correlation or whatever to see whether we would still have primal instincts to find Sean and see what would happen. So the wait continues. AO can confirm sightings outside Vault 111 and again in Diamond City sometime later. What that means I'm not sure. Will we actually meet? Was this all for nothing? No, not nothing. I will have learned valuable things about myself. My past, either way. I cannot afford to let emotion get in the way. I must simply observe and record. I'm told Kellogg has gone offline. Strangely, I find myself thinking of Dr. Walker. He had such high hopes for Kellogg, such faith in the implants and what they could mean. So Kellogg offline would mean that he's dead. I still regret eliminating that project, but I know where it would have led us. Walker was never shy about his goals, and too many others were starting to listen. In the end, I believe I was justified. The Institute is about preserving humanity, not some bizarre amalgamation of biology and technology. Director access since down, so we can't do that because we ain't got the director code. But yeah, it just confirms my theory that he was watching me and he was waiting. He even says it at one point that he woke me out.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Who erased his memories? And why?
Those idealistic radicals who call themselves the Railroad are behind it. We'll deal with them in time. But right now, the priority is to reclaim that synth before...
Right.
Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger.
Okay, so now obviously we can leave. I did say that I was going to speak to the Minutemen, and I was also going to speak to the Railroad. I haven't given the holodeck bot to Ingram yet. If you do give it to her, because Sturgis is going to ask for the same thing, if you do give it to her, you can ask it back and give it to Sturgis. But I think Sturgis gives you it back straight away anyway, so we'll have a look. Okay, we're back. I'm gonna put some Diamond City Radio back on. Ooh. See, I think if you're in survivor mode, I mean, obviously you don't do survivor mode straight away, but I think the good thing about being in survival mode and siding with the Institute is that they allow, at a certain point, allow you to teleport everywhere. So, really useful, to be honest. It basically gives you the thing, like, if you're not using mods and stuff. Let's find, I don't know why this is so glitchy. Sorry about that. I need to find Sturgis. I do not see him wherever. Alright, let me put a... That should get their attention. Sturgis! Mama Murphy. That's not him, is it?
What do you need?
Well, fuck, made me jump, man. We're proper glitchy here, aren't we?
There's no sport to spilling blood if the person ain't earned it.
There he is.
You ought to be careful. I can fix most things, but people don't fix so easily.
I just want to trade a few things.
Can it wait?
No, I know who I need to speak. I need to speak to Preston. Let's see if I can find Preston. Where is it? There it is. Preston Garvey. Come on. Oh no, that's dance. Ah, Preston is gonna be where? I have no idea. Why is? There we are. I was confused then.
Not many doctors.
Is this a better time for that talk?
Yeah,
It's just, I knew.
our friendship.
Sorry, ignore that.
I guess we should. Is there something you need?
Oh. Maybe it doesn't work yet then. Maybe I have to... Let me try the railroad. Hold on. Let's see if that works. Okay.
Pam wants to talk with you. She's in back.
I just heard the most fascinating rumor.
Here we
The
are.
story goes that you actually found the Institute. Been there and back again. Sounds crazy, right?
Where'd you hear that?
Deacon brought it to my attention. And, as usual, he won't give up his source.
It's all true.
Deacon says you used teleportation. I can't imagine. We know you got inside with the help of the Brotherhood of Steel. My hope is you've infiltrated them for us. Or, at the very least, your true loyalty lies with us. So let's put it to the test. We have a vital mission that only you can carry out. You up to it?
Oh shit. Dance, mate. Oh shit, man. We're gonna have to go to the Brotherhood. I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to do that. We will do synth retention, but I'm just going to speak. Oh no, do you know what, fuck it, we won't. Do you know what, Dance, you need to leave.
Hey,
What do you want? Can I help?
You need to go.
we
Dismiss.
should go our separate ways.
Affirmative. Ad Victorium.
Alright, you can go to... Oh, where is it? There it is, Boston Airport. Bye.
What all the sense got.
Ah, bollocks. Why don't I have a bed here? That's a bit
Use the back
mean.
entrance. Too much traffic.
Don't you think? It's like a little bit mean that I don't even have a bed in the railroad HQ. Right, an hour should have been enough. He should be gone. He should be gone. Yes, he's gone. Des.
Desdemona.
The Brotherhood would murder every synth if they could. Please, work with us instead.
I'll do the mission then.
You have no idea how relieved I am to hear that. What I'm about to tell you is the most closely guarded secret the Railroad has. It's time you learn about
Alright,
Patriot.
we're not going to hear about this because when I did the molecular level and because I showed you what would happen if you sided with all three factions, I'm just going to skip through this because she told us about it there.
Dozens of synths, so you need to infiltrate.
I'll do my best.
Excellent. Tom devised a way to send a message to Patriot. We can plant a coded message on an Institute terminal. And, if all goes well, he'll respond. Just see Tom, and you can proceed from there.
So that starts underground undercover. We're not going to be doing that in this episode because it's two things. So because I've put Dance away, I'm going to do synth retention. So if you go to the Nahant Sheriff's Department or the Nahant Wharf, you need to be careful because X688 will shoot at the Brotherhood airship. It will take a little while and whatnot, so just ignore it. Okay. Let's be quick.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, ma'am. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, ma'am.
Alright, I was doing that so quick because there's a thing over there. You do not go with any other companion with this. Seriously. All companions hate doing this quest. Alright, so you're gonna notice this is like a big loads of boats.
We're so dead. Time's up.
Sweet.
So the dude we just met then is X688. Now he is a companion, and he is someone, he's the only person who can go into the Institute with you. And he obviously likes Institute quests. He is a very, very hard companion to get to like, to idolize. Even if you follow the Institute, you know, storyline and side with them. He's a very difficult companion.
Who's out there?
Target reacquired.
I think we're doing
Leave no survivors.
So there's the night I was on about there in that shit. If you go this way to there, you can get to a pretty cool spot. Oh, not there, sorry. That's where we're heading, to like, the ship. That's what I'm heading to.
Don't do anything stupid.
So, as I was saying, there is no companions that like this quest. Oh my god, it's it again. But, with Strong, there is a certain thing that you can do. And I have done it before. The dude Gabriel that you need to speak to, you can go out to him. He'll offer you a bribe type thing. If you go on, tell me more type of thing, tell him that. Strong will like it. Then he'll like it again if you refuse and says, I don't need to take a bribe, I take whatever I want. Then if you really quickly, before X688 says the recall code, if you go back in, make strong weight, come back out, I think you'll either do it again, or it'll just be like fighting, and X688 will say the same thing. And because all companions dislike it if you send that synth back to the institute. But obviously you can get 2 likes with strong. It's a bit complicated, and you may want to save a couple times before you do it. And it may take you a couple times to do it. But it is worth it with strong if you're struggling for likes, or you can't be bothered to go cannibalise people with him. But yeah, sometimes it's not worth it. But other times you're that desperate to get that perk, you go for it.
Hold up a moment, ma'am. There's something important I need to tell you.
Okay.
I'm listening.
I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
Okay.
What do you mean by reset his cognitive processes?
Put more simply, the recall code will render him unconscious even while he's still standing. That's all, ma'am. Ready when you are.
Okay. So if you're in here, you can grab this combat shotgun. It's called Le Fusil Terribles. I think that's how you say it. But it plus 25% damage and limb damage, but it has more recoil. But you can add things to reduce the recoil on it, so it is worth having it. There's also a bit of lore, I think that's how I pronounced it right, on Gabriel's terminal. So command prompt log, I don't know what that is. So some of the files have been deleted. An archive for user James Wire, May 2020 82. So here we are, our new home. Only casualty was one of Anderson's less useful toes. Otherwise, I'd say cleaning the Milex out of these old hulks went pretty well. Now we have to just figure out what to do next. Been a long time since all of us knew life outside the Minutemen, but General Becker was the only thing holding those folks together. Now that he's dead, he's just a matter of time until the militia starts turning on each other. Not worth sticking around for that. But we can make something of this place. I know it. We're going to have to. November, so it's been a while. We're running through food a lot faster than we planned. People are starting to get hungry. We're rationing, but the scouts need to turn up something soon or we're in trouble. December, same year. I had Anderson and Williams hanged today. What the fuck? Not pleased about executing the best guns we still had, but needed to be done. End of last month, they started finding big caches of food and supplies. We were starving, so I didn't ask where it came from. Then today, we get a visit from the Bunker Hill Guards. Turns out my boys have been hitting caravans, feeding us the spoils. I gave the guards my word these boys would see justice, and I keep my word. But justice doesn't put food in my people's mouths. February. No fucking more. Another caravan stiffed my boys. This mercenary shit we've been driven to isn't worth it when the bastards don't pay. I've tried to get the merchants at Bunker Hill to cut us some slack, to give us something, anything to eat, but they wouldn't deal. They're in on it too, I guarantee. No, this ends now. Today, me and the boys make an example. April. 4 new recruits today said they heard about all the caps the raiders in the bay have been pulling in. Raiders? That's what they called us. And they're not wrong. We're making more money hand over fist. What? More money hand over fist. Bunker Hill, the caravans, they pay us to do nothing. To leave them alone. This is the best shape we've been in since leaving the Minutemen. General Becker would be sick if he saw us now. But he's dead and we're alive. I don't feel like writing anymore. Let's go get him.
Well done. Judging by your gear, I'm gonna guess you two are agents just like me. So, made it to the top. Tell me, is the Institute so desperate for resources that it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs?
B592 initialize factory reset. Authorization Gamma 7.
Are you okay? Gabriel, can you hear me? Shit, they did something to him! Take them out! The hell?
Sorry, that kind of skipped a bit there.
Nice work. I'll take the synth back. This is X688, ready to relay with reclaimed synth B592.
You feel that? It's called fear.
Hell yeah.
Pardon me.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
Gabriel and his gang were sick bastards, hanging their victims up like trophies. I'm just glad it's over.
While we can do nothing for Gabriel's victims, we can at least take comfort in the knowledge that the threat has been removed. But enough about that. The task is done. You've returned our synth safely to us. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Well done. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities, as well as a generous stock of arms and equipment. Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
Ooh, nice. So it's over there, by the way, where that is. It's not very nice. It's not as big as his, or anything like that, which you would expect. Anyway, so I'm going to go this way. After we finish this little bit, I'm going to stop and I'm going to go with Dance for a little bit and do some Brotherhood quests.
Feels like this project has been going on for months.
And then we can kind of have a look properly.
Your new quarters are here, ma'am.
There is X688.
When you're finished here, ma'am, Father wants to see you.
Hi.
Standing by for orders. Yes, ma'am?
So that was Synth retention. And that starts that quest, the Battle of Bunker Hill, which again we aren't going to be doing for a little while. Just so you know, we will not be doing it for quite a while. I'm going to be following some of the Brotherhood quests and some of the Minutemen, some of the Railroad and Brotherhood quests. Okay? So, join us in the next part where we complete, do some of them quests. Thank you for watching. This is Belle, and goodbye.